Attention. Class is now in session. Education, information, informative oneself, young black boy, history, past, present.
Can't stop, huh? You ain't got time. Erase my mind, but still I shine, and it gets to me. We're thinking about our history. They took away our books, now everything seems like a mystery.
Black people,
we went from having gold to being sold. Now we fighting for the right to save our souls. Just remember, we're still mad ill. They kill Emmett Till. If we all stand together, we create Black Shield.
Education of 146,000 days, 400 years, mysterious tears, scars bound to stay. Culture stolen, reprimanded, names stolen away. Revolutionist movement came because this was bound to change. Chains, shackled, obtained, pronounced slaves. Separation of families and crucified in the rain. Brainwashed to believe there was no hope to attain. Then we staged the war and the victory we have claimed. Black education, artillery, know your history. Because an ignorant soul is only a mystery. One hand, one soul, one stand, one goal. United as one army and divided if we fold. Black shields, new mission. Black shields, one vision. Black shields, reliving. Black shields, the times we living in. Because it was MLK, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the rest of all paved the way. Digest, materialized education of our emancipation. Proclamation of our freedom in the sacred pages. Inform yourself of the movement and its many stages. Don't take this biased respect to all different races. Just educate self of all the many different phases. Black shields, black love, must improve our situation.
Can't stop, ma. You ain't got time. Erase my mind, but still I shine, and it gets to me. I'm thinking about our history. They took away our books, now everything seems like a mystery. We went from having gold to being sold. Now we fighting for the right to save our souls. Just remember, we're still mad ill. They kill Emmett Till. If we all stand together, we create Black Shield. Can't stop, ma. You ain't got time. Erase my mind, but still I shine, and it gets to me. I'm thinking about our history. They took away our books, now everything seems like a mystery. We went from having gold to being sold. Now we fighting for the right to save our souls. Just remember, we're still mad ill. They kill Emmett Till. If we all stand together, we create Black Shield. Cotton fields to the bill, Saints in New Orleans. I'm here to tell you about a legacy that has been stolen. Actually, this is a message if they laugh at me. I spit something that shake their ass about the apathy. My elders told me age 7, get your education. You gotta take this, son, they ain't gonna give you reparations. I did that college shit and now I'm spitting knowledge on another continent. I'm blasting off like I'm a rocket ship. Fred Hampton, Huey P, remember Stephen Biko, Patrice Lamoma, and Kwame Nkrumah for the people. Nat Turner, David Hill, even Bobby Seale. I bet Malcolm X and Martin, they dreamed of Emmett Till. Revolution of self, elevate the mind state. Boost up the reading score, down with the crime rate. Clown with the nouns great, profound and it sound great. Marching all in unison until we make the ground shake. One love, one stance, one God, one aim. Reverse mental conditioning until we all become sane. Whenever you say something real, they always coming after you like Dracula. Still say unify the diaspora. Senegal to Detroit, Eskimos and the Haitians. Compton to Berlin, Hawaii to the Bayesians, the Europeans and Asians. Be patient, staging a worldwide city and listen. Black
Shield mission. Can't stop, man. You ain't got time. Top of the top, top of the top. Happy Malcolm Friday to y'all, man. We in Friday already. This is the 31st, the last day of the calendar year 2021. Top of the top to y'all, man. I wanted to just tap in with y'all real fast on a few things, but let me go ahead and kick off this disclaimer to y'all real fast. You tapped into the top of the top with King Phillip, where I'm talking about the issues that we see within our own community that we're not supposed to speak about. And the minute we start speaking on these issues, those within our own community feels attacked and they go on attack mode. And that is all right. As our goal, our purpose, my purpose is not to attack anybody. It's to just shine a light on these issues so that we can fix these issues, so that we can address these issues so they're no longer an issue. If you don't want it to be an issue, change something internally. You don't have to wait to, I can't wait to give Phillip a piece of my mind. Phillip shouldn't have said that. Fuck that nigga. Change the internal so the external reflects. All right. I'm also saying, too, I didn't have to do any research to back up what I'm saying. If y'all notice, too, I ain't in my regular establishment. You know what I mean? But I'm also saying I have to do a whole lot of research to back up what I'm saying. I have a lived experience that gives me the credibility to talk about what I'm talking about. So with that being said, we here. We here. We are definitely here. Do the quick little run through. If you haven't done so already, check out the website. All things social at Macam303. That's where we at. You can't miss us. Facebook.com/Macam303. Instagram /Macam303. We got that Twitter thing booming. /Macam303. Pinterest still booming. /Macam303. We got the YouTube channel /C /Macam303. If you got a business, shoot us your IG. East End Visions _apparel. Holla at them, check them out, see what they got. It's a whole vibe over there. We're getting ready to do something real big over there. Just saying. Gems for Queens, go ahead and check that out too. Don't stop there. Go ahead and check out my man B at the In Game Associations. And then go ahead and stop by Body Beloved by Tal to get you some nice little stuff for your lips. You know, like I said, I ain't home, so I'm just stuck using this right here, this Vaseline. Yeah, and Timbit. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, man. We are here. I still got my coffee. And I got my tea. Intimate. But yeah, we here. We are here. All right. That's what my man B be saying down there. With the Warriors for Education. We are here. Boom. Let me talk about y'all about an issue when it comes to serving. All right. You know, when it comes to serving, you're looking bigger. You're looking more than just yourself. You know, serving that means that you're supporting, you're giving, you're caring for other things, other people besides yourself. That's what it means to serve, in my opinion. And there's many ways to serve. There's, you know, you can just serve in the community, you know, you can serve in a business, you know what I mean? You can serve on a nonprofit's board of directors. All right. Now that's where we're going to head with this conversation. All right. We're going to head to the nonprofits, the board of directors. We're going to talk about that right there and the importance of what y'all are getting yourselves into. All right. When it comes to the board of directors in the nonprofit industry, in the nonprofit sector, you know, the board, they have a lot of power. I didn't realize all the power the board had until I had put a board together. Saying that to say, if you have a board, and if every board meeting, I'm gonna just put it out there, every board meeting, there should be minutes taken. All right. So let me go ahead and pull up my minutes just so y'all can see where we're at with it. You know what I mean? And I want y'all to see, like, you know, when it comes to Macam, when it comes to doing what is right, when it comes to doing what is good, is not hard. You know what I mean? So, like I said, every board meeting, let me come back here real fast. I'm gonna come right here. Let me share my screen real fast just so y'all can see. All right, I'm gonna share my drive with y'all real fast just so y'all can see what's happening. So if y'all can see my screen, I got my Macam Board of Directors folders. So we have our monthly meeting agendas. I have the finalized agendas. All of these are the agendas for this year. Those are just the agendas. These are the drafts. All right. Those are the drafts. And these are my minutes. All right. These are the draft minutes. And when we approve the minutes, the board of directors, every board meeting, they approve minutes. So then when they approve the minutes, they come from the drafts folder to the approved folder. So now these are all the approved minutes except for this one right here, because we yeah. I'm saying that to say, so if we click on the meetings, on the minutes, you can see who was absent, you can see who was present from the staff, the board, blah, blah, blah. We got the, each meeting should have minutes when it comes to, your board meeting. And before we can go forward with the meeting, we have to approve the minutes from the last meeting. And that's the number one step, is approve the minutes. So when you serve on boards, you were called to, show up. That's number one. That is number one. Number two, you were called to be informed. That's number two. All right. Don't show up and not know what you're showing up for, not know what you're showing up to, not know nothing. All right. Number three, you're called to take action. What that means is, if we have items on our agenda that we need to vote on, we need the board there to vote. We need the board there present to vote. All right. And there's a certain thing when it comes to nonprofit. It's called a quorum. You have to meet quorum in order to vote on anything. And quorum is a number of people that are voting members. You have to meet a certain number of people. So our percentage is about, I think it's 70%. It might be 80. But we have to have 70% of our board of directors in our meeting in order to vote, in order to get anything accomplished. And I'm not just talking, the minutes. I'm talking about very important stuff as well, like the budget for the following year. So, like, for example, I need to approve my budget still for the following year. That's one thing that the Macam Board of Directors still need to do and approve. But it's hard to do that when folks don't show up. So now this brings me back to our conversation. Why are you choosing to serve? Why are you choosing to serve? If y'all choose to serve on these nonprofits, I'm going to be 100 and direct with y'all. If y'all choose to serve on these nonprofits with the mind frame that you're doing them a favor, that's the wrong mind frame. Like, you can move along with that bullshit, because at the end of the day, when nobody shows from the board, or let me say this, when you don't meet quorum for a board meeting, you cannot vote. If you cannot vote, then you cannot do shit. So I'm coming back down to, when I look at my board of directors, I look at those who I've had personal relationships with for years, I mean, decades going. And those who I've had personal relationships with for decades, they show the fuck up. You know what I mean? They truly show up. And again, it's the, and I put my energy out there as well. You know what I mean? Because I know how I would show up if I was asked to serve on somebody else's board of directors. All right, I'm going to be on time. I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to be ready to vote. I'm going to do everything that I need to do to help support this nonprofit, to serve this nonprofit leader. Me not showing up to their board meetings when they ask me to, when I'm called to, when I had agreed to be a part of the board, me not showing up hurts that organization. If the full board agreed that let's meet next week so we can figure out the issue with the budget, so we can approve the budget. Let's say the board all agreed to that in a Thursday in a November meeting, that we all will show up on Friday, on December to approve the budget. Everybody agreed to it. Nobody didn't agree to it. Come December, one person showed up. Mind you, it's December 2021. Today is December 31st, 2021. Tomorrow is January 1st, 2022. I need my budget approved. You can't operate a nonprofit without having an approved budget. Some folks, they do operate like that. I don't like to operate like that. I don't like to show my ass when folks don't do what they said they're gonna do. I don't like to do that. You know what I mean? So I'm coming back down to if you're going to serve, all right, especially if you're going to serve on these nonprofit board of directors, please, please, please just do what you agreed that you're going to do. If you're going to not show up, if you're not going to show up, don't be on the board. You're ruining your reputation. Y'all are ruining y'all's reputation for not shit. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all don't show up, so you ain't shit. You don't say what your words are saying, so you ain't shit. If I didn't have the capacity to do anything, I wouldn't step up. Fuck feelings. If I asked somebody to step into the board and they didn't have the capacity and they still say yeah because it's me, you're doing me dirty. You were doing me dirty because you know you can't show up. You know you don't have the time or the capacity. So why would you agree to this? It doesn't do Malcolm any good. It doesn't do Phillip any good. It doesn't do Phillip any favors. It doesn't do Malcolm any favors. What I'm getting ready to do is come out with a report card on folks serving on these board of directors. All right, I want to look at all the board of directors, really. I'm gonna look at all of the, not all of them, but I'm gonna do a fair amount of research. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead. Let me show y'all real fast just so y'all can see. These are my approved minutes again. I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna go to their minutes and I'm gonna see who was absent at their board meetings. Not just one time. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll their minutes to see who is absent at these meetings that they're supposed to be at. I'm gonna scroll through these meetings. All right, just so y'all can see, and I'm gonna compile a report card of board potentials of people who are wanting to serve on boards or people who are already serving on boards. And I'm gonna put y'all's attendance records out there because y'all are doing the organizations a terrible disservice not showing up. I met with one of my mentors last night about this issue, and it was clear. She said, I have to get rid of them. Simple as that. I have to get rid of them. And my thing is, I'm a relationship type of person. I do big myself on building and maintaining relationships. So I'm saying that to say, just to hear her say, you have to get rid of them. I'm like, man, that's cold. You know what I mean? Just for her to put it so blunt and gritty. I'm in the back of my head thinking about the relationship. But in the back of my head too, I'm thinking like, okay, if the positions were switched, there's no way I would do them like that. There's no way I would not show up when I know that I'm needed to. All right. So with me looking at the relationships, again, I feel like, with me, I wouldn't do folks like that. I think that's pretty dirty. And to that point, I'm like, fuck the relationship. You know what I mean? If the relationship meant the same thing on the opposite end, then they wouldn't put out this old bum ass, false ass, nut ass energy. All right, and again, this is the nonprofit. You know, this is the community serving realm. This is where um you don't benefit much. You don't get nothing. You don't get much out of this work besides money to pay your bills. You don't get money to live lavishly, to live extravagantly. But some of y'all, boy, I tell you, some of y'all, if I can't take my whole staff, if I can't take the whole trip with me, I'm not going. I'm sorry. But that's just me. I'm not for everybody. All right. And I know that. And that's fine. And that is fine. But saying that to come to, stepping into 2021. All right. Stepping into 2021. If your word wasn't your bond then, 9 times out of 10, it won't be your bond now. Stepping into 21. Stepping into 22. I'm sorry. Stepping into 22 out of 21. Stepping into 22 out of 21. I would say I challenge y'all to be more impeccable with your words, but that was last year's challenge, and I see what that led to. Man, at the bottom line, man, I'm gonna do what's best for Phillip. I'm gonna do what's best for Malcolm as a community, and period. Relationships and shit like that, especially if I see something that's not what I'm putting in, if it's not reciprocated, Phillip ain't got no time or energy for that no more, man. I shouldn't have had no time or energy for that before, but it's the relationship builder in me that tried to create and maintain that time and energy for it. Y'all understand how fucking hot it is out here in Texas. It's terrible. All right. And I'm also saying too, you can't take nothing personal. That's what it comes down to as well. Where's that book at? I know I just seen it somewhere too. Don't take it personal. That's one of the 4 agreements. You know what I mean? That is one of the 4 agreements. You cannot take it personal. Whether I decide to work with folks or not work with folks, there's a means and there's a reason for why I'm deciding to work with folks and why I'm deciding not to work with folks. All right. There's a means and everything for it. There's a reason for everything for it. And if I'm just saying, if I already peep what it is, don't expect no fist pounds, daps. You really ain't gonna get no daps out of me, nigga. Shoot the fuck y'all look like. Don't expect none of that from me. Especially when y'all know y'all out here dog assing the niggas' efforts. All right. And Malcolm is not me. It's not mine. It's not Malcolm, is the community. So y'all ain't showing up for the community. Fuck Phillip. Y'all ain't showing up for the community, and it's fucked up. Honestly. We can't move forward. We can't keep doing the work if y'all don't show up to vote. It's simple as that. So, like my mentor told me, I'm gonna get rid of them. It's simple as that. It's as simple as that. If folks can't show up to serve on the boards, if they can't be on time, they can't. And the crazy part, let me rewind this too. I'm gonna scratch it too. Let me go ahead and shine. What did they edify? My man Senku McKinney. He was our board chair. He just stepped down. Stellar. Showed up every time. If he didn't show up, he would send a message. Communication is, y'all act like y'all don't know how the fuck to communicate. You know what I mean? That's crazy as shit. But I know Senku over, I would say going on over 30 years now. You know what I mean? Since elementary. So when I said those who we've been locked in for decades, like they truly show up. Again, let me edify Kate Anderson or Kate Croft. You know what I mean? The big homie Kate. You know what I mean? I known Kate going on. So we might be pushing up on 20 myself. You know what I mean? 2015. She's stepped up. Haven't missed a meeting. Stellar. All right. Kate, she just recently went on maternity leave. She communicated that, let everybody know what was going on. Boom. Great communication. All the other Black board members, they don't bother to communicate. They don't bother to send a text message prior to the meeting saying that they're not going to make it. These are professionals too. Let me go ahead and put that out there too. These are professionals. They don't bother to send a message saying that they can't make it. They don't bother to send a message saying that they're going to be late. They don't give a fuck. That's how I'm taking it. Me as the director of an organization that set up a nonprofit, that set up a board of directors, that need the board of directors to vote on things, but they don't show up. These are professionals. I'd rather have the Crips on my boards. All the shit that I talk about into the Crips, these niggas still be hitting me up, still be calling, still saying what's up, still call from prison. I ain't got nothing for them, but they still tapped in. And these are professionals with they masters, diplomats, and they doctors, diplomats, and all the other diplomats and shit like that, but they don't know how to fuck to do good business if it's not going to benefit them. And that's fucked up. That's plenty fucked up. All right. So I am going to put together just an evaluation, just a report cards of businesses and nonprofits who post their minutes online, just so that they're supposed to be online. You know what I mean? Just I'm put it like that. They're supposed to be online. Just so I can, start compiling this for nonprofits, because that shit sucks. Y'all don't understand. Like y'all offering to be and let me reel it in again one more time. The board, they do this shit for free. All right. They do it for free. That's number one. I'm completely aware that they do this for free, to the point where I wouldn't feel comfortable asking them more than 5 hours per month of their time. Let me ask Siri. Hey Siri, how many hours are in a month? 168.
1 month is 730.49 hours.
730.49 hours. There are 730 hours in 1 month, and I'm only asking for no more than 5. If that's too much, if I'm asking for too much, and that's including the 1.5 hour that we meet for our board meeting. All right, if I'm asking too much, if that less than 5 hours is asking too much, then I won't ask. Phillip is done. I'm over asking. Really, for anything. I'm over asking for anything. I'm over playing my position. You know what I mean? If it's not reciprocated, it's easy for me to make a move. You know what I mean? And keep it moving the right way. Because at the end of the day, with me trying to build these relationships and maintain these relationships that don't want to be maintained and that's not meant to be maintained, sheesh, it's not a good look, Phillip. I'm gonna just say it's not a good look. All right. And folks, you don't have to hear what folks say to see if they fuck with you. You can just see what folks do to see if they fuck with you. And it's clear. You know what I mean? It's clear. And I'm not upset. I'm not tight. Folks got their lives, but they don't fuck with Phillip, and that's fine. You don't have to say, oh yeah, I fuck with you. When you're on my board and you don't show the fuck up. That's not fucking with me. Keep that energy. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's where we at with this. Stepping into 2022, don't accept the bullshit. Don't accept the mediocreness. Don't accept what they say. I'm allergic to mediocrity. You intimate. Um, if there's a vibe, if there's something going on, 9 times out of 10, if I'm not invited, I'm not coming. 9 times out of 10, I'm no longer inviting anybody. If I do pop up, if I do go somewhere, you know what I mean? I roll dolo from state to state. But y'all know what it is, man. Top of the top. Happy Mackin' Wednesday. That's all I got for y'all today. Y'all Mac 'em out there, man. Let me see if I make sure. Do I have anything else for y'all? I'm sure I do. But I do want to just go ahead and put it on that end. Let me go ahead and end y'all on a good tip. Don't drink and drive. If you need a DD, let me know. I'll shoot you some money for a lift. You know what I mean? Don't drink and drive. Don't be a basehead and drive. You know what I mean? If y'all need a DD, tap in with me. I'll shoot you some lift funds. I order you a lift in 10 bit just so that we can make it through into 2022. All right, y'all Mac 'em out there. Peace.